Oh, I wanted to mention we've upgraded the sound sensor. I did see that another little update, patch notes sort of dealy. Well, not patch notes because it's not in the game yet, but another update announcement or two dropped.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There it is. Okay. So if we want to load into the level, I can start mentioning that.
Yeah, I read it up. There you go.
Good old
Was
Willow.
this? Yeah, I was going to ask. Is this random, by the way, or did you pick it as a antithesis to the high school?
I hit random, but actually, come to think
Hmm.
of it, that could have given us prison or something, which would have been like, yay!
As much as I love that level, we should probably pick a smaller one from time to time to break it up.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. So the update they're talking about, adjusting the Ascension. They announced this a few days ago.
Adjusting the ascension. Okay.
So, leveling rates are currently too slow, so they're going to be making it where less XP is required per level.
Oh.
Equipment tier unlocks are too linear and too slow. So they'll be increasing the money cost of some upgrades, so that it's no longer just a thing that you just kind of do absent-mindedly.
Okay.
Let's see. They're going to be changing tier unlocks so that some of the tiers will be unlocking at the same time as other tiers. So that you'll be
Okay.
choosing which you want to upgrade first, rather than it just being a pay it as it comes up sort of deal.
I think that's a good idea. You can prioritize the equipment better.
If you prestige, you will get a unique. There'll be unique prestige related unlocks, accessories for your player model, a cool new jacket,
Oh.
and they're going to make it so that when you prestige, you can choose to start with either some extra money, so you're not dirt poor as soon as you prestige, or get a little XP boost.
Okay, that's cool.
They'll be making changes to the equipment. Tier 1 dots, the little dots flashlight that's handheld.
Yeah.
They're going to be brightening it up and increasing the range as they feel it's too weak.
Yeah, I thought the same. That's good.
The Tier 1 EMF reader, the one we always called the Geiger counter, they
Yeah.
say it's it's too imprecise. It sometimes seems to go over 5 for what should be an EMF 1 or 2 or 3 reading.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it would kind of flop back and forth and be like, well, I think it hit 5.
So they're going to be changing the Tier 1 EMF so that it won't do that so much, at least.
Okay.
Tier 3 EMF, the little GPS with the little phone with the directional indicators on it,
Yeah.
will now make a new sound whenever it reads EMF 5, so it's easier to just hear it.
Good, good.
And they're going to be changing they're going to be making the directional indicator more accurate and intuitive to read.
Oh, okay.
The Tier 1 thermometer, the crappy little thermostat that you hold in your hands,
The one that Pink loves.
they say that it's too good, it's too accurate, so they're going to be making it fluctuate a little bit more and be more inaccurate.
They're gonna make the crummiest thermometer worse. Interesting.
Oh, this is going to be a big one for Pink, though. Tier 2 and Tier 3 thermometers, they're going to make it where now it just, as long as you hold the button, it will keep updating the temperature every second or so.
Oh, good, good. That's something I thought about. Good.
So
That's nice.
that's the kicker for Pink, because Pink hates having to hold the button every room. Yeah.
One of life's true biggest annoyances.
The Tier 3 thermometer, they feel the Tier 3 thermometer isn't a big enough jump from the Tier 2 thermometer, so they're going to make the Tier 3 thermometer more accurate.
Cool.
Ultraviolet, here's the one I thought was interesting when I looked earlier. They're flipping Tier 1 and Tier 2. So now the Tier 2 ultraviolet is going to be the glow stick, and then Tier 1 is going to be the flashlight. And then Tier 3 will still be the big floodlight. Tier 3 will still be the big floodlight UV like we have now.
That's weird. I don't understand why they make that change.
You remember when we made the change? At the very least, I think Pink actually said he preferred the glow stick.
The glow stick does have a more well, what's the word? I don't know if it necessarily has a bigger radius, but it's more circular, like more three-dimensional. Like you can toss it down and it covers a bigger area than if you were to toss down the flashlight. The glow or the UV flashlight. That would be a more directed cone. So I guess maybe that's why.
Let's see, fire.
I don't know.
So for candle, what's up?
No, I said I don't know. I was just kind of trailing
Oh,
off on the last thing I was saying.
I thought you said, "Oh no." I was like, "What
Oh,
happened?"
nope, everything's good.
The candles and lighters are now going to make more light for longer across the board, all tiers.
Good.
Headgear, they're going to be adding an additional key binding for turning the headgear on and off instantly, so it's no longer having to hold the T key or whatever button it is for you.
Okay.
All 3 tiers of the headgear will now make a sound whenever the ghost is interfering with them during a hunt, so that people don't get the... You know how we've mentioned several times, like, make sure to turn off the headgear before a hunt starts, or else they'll just know where you are and kill you. It's now going to make
kind of
a noise.
good way to remind you.
Yeah, it's now going to make a noise during a hunt so that you don't get killed because you forgot you had the headgear on.
Okay.
Tier 3s, the night vision goggles will now also start to flicker during hunts. They apparently did not before, which made them fantastic during a hunt. As long as you were okay with the ghost knowing wherever you were, which, you know, Daijin or a few other ghosts that could be looped. The tier 3 motion sensor is going to have its indicator on the map screen changed to be more accurate and show what it's detecting clearer, or that's ambiguous. The tier 1 parabolic microphone will have an extra light added to the side that will light up whenever it hears a sound for hearing impaired users.
Makes sense.
If you're playing this game and you're hearing impaired, then the tier 1 parabolic is useless, while tier 2 and tier 3 still work, so that's a little bit goofy, so they're going back and adding that so that, you know, so on and so forth. The tier 2 photo camera is going to be made faster at taking photos.
Oh, okay, that's cool. It's not especially slow, though. That's interesting, but hey, it's a welcome change.
They said a lot of it's going to be saved for the big photo overhaul. And
There's a big photo overhaul coming?
Yes, and they say one of the big parts of the photo overhaul is they want more benefits for upgrading camera tiers. One of which will be upgrading tiers includes removal of failed photos.
Oh, nice. Good.
I have to imagine that's the tier 3 camera, right?
I would assume so. That's a big boost.
Yeah. Tier 2 sanity meds will heal sanity faster, who really cares? Sound sensor, this is the big one. This is really helpful for when Addy pulls an Addy. The sound sensor, they're adding a mute button for each sound sensor in the truck, so you don't have to listen to them all at the same time.
Oh, okay, helpful, yeah.
So that's the changes. Sounds like some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, they're like just with the exception of that weak thermometer being made weaker, those are like roundly solid changes. That's like nothing but good stuff.
I see you're already in the house and have lit it up. I've just now tabbed back into the game.
Yeah, you haven't really missed much.
The activity chart is actually going pretty wild.
Oh, that's surprising.
I'm bringing in EMF, Spirit Box, and Crucifix. I'm going without a thermometer. I figure if the activity chart's going off the wall, then I can probably use EMF to figure out where it is.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. It's a little area like this, you know, the small house being what it is, we'll probably find it pretty quickly.
I forgot my headgear again.
Well, this time you're actually doing something for a little while.
And it's Willow. It's pretty hard to get lost in Willow.
Yeah, to me, it's impossible.
Not getting any EMF readings, but if the ghost doesn't do anything, the ghost doesn't do anything.
Right. I haven't gotten any cold temperatures yet either. Well, this first room is 53. The others have been in the 60s. Sorry, what were you about to say?
I was just gonna say I had to go turn off the light in here because it was lit up and I could see my EMF is going off in this direction. Oh, yep. Now it's going. This is it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was 47 last time I checked while you were talking, so this is definitely the room.
Crucifix.
Right. I got dots.
EMF 2 readings of EMF 2.
Okay, that's good. It's hitting those.
Are you here?
Already?
That was taken away.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Spirit Box.
All right.
Nothing on the EMF.
That was a first try for the spirit box. This one's a lot faster than the first level one, but yeah, that's real good that we get first attempts.
There's always a bit of relief to early spirit boxes. I believe demon is not spirit box.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did you notice the bone?
I did. I left that for you, actually.
Okay, did you
I
take
thought
a
it was
picture?
funny. Yes.
All right, there we go.
Thanks for asking. It's good to have that ahead of time to know.
I would love if it was the spine, like the skull, the spinal cord, the rib cage, the really silly ones.
I just like the fact that it was like right there in front of the living room rug.
Yeah. Let's see. Dots, camera, book. There we go. That's all a good package deal.
I put 1 dots in, but if you want full coverage, you probably want another one.
Yeah. By the way, within a level up or two, we're going to get tier 3 dots.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've been looking forward to that one. Dots is one of my favorite items.
Yeah.
Loud Stompy Ghost.
We've been getting a lot of those lately.
We have. The game didn't update yet. It feels as if that has significantly increased.
I'd like to see that patch note. Made Ghost stompier.
No UV yet.
I'm gonna look for orbs.
Okay.
Nada. Okay, let's turn on the lights. No reason to have the lights off in this room ever again. Once you get orbs,
huh?
Yeah, once you get orbs and spirit box done, there's no reason.
Oh, well, wait. You didn't get orbs though, right?
Or once you don't get orbs.
Once you don't get orbs, there's no reason to ever try again.
I mean, I looked over the whole room and didn't see any orbs.
Yeah, but remember they don't always show up immediately.
That's true, and we can check again later, but I don't want to be spending all day checking for orbs, you know?
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I just thought you were totally ruling them out.
Let's see, I will go ahead and hit the lights while we're not in there.
Is there a camera in there at the moment? Yes.
There is.
Okay. All right, I'm going to check now. And so far, nothing. I haven't seen anything get thrown or anything either, including when I was in there. I didn't see it. Well, I think there was a paintbrush on the floor.
It threw around something to set off the EMF to begin with.
Yeah, I guess it would have had to have. Don't be throwing Tupperware at me.
Yeah. Oh, we got a rough challenge day, I see.
Oh, yeah, 2 of them involve being chased, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see one time the challenge board just says, get killed.
That'd be a rough one if you're by yourself.
Like, who puts these challenges on this board?
The Exorcist to get back at us.
Yeah.
For all the times we fucked with them.
Like, it lists off a specific player, too. Challenge!
What?
Pink Sparkle Puff dies. What?
Yeah. Challenge, have Mike get killed. That'd be like, well, at the very least, it would be an easy one to guarantee.
Challenge, tell Mike to stop stealing my sandwich from the fridge.
That's oddly specific. Yeah, I'm just salting now. I have the UV. I hear something beeping. I guess that's probably the sound sensor, right?
The EMF.
Ah, okay.
Sound
The
sensor
book
does not
was
make a
written
moan.
in.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I'll check temperatures next, because I haven't checked in a little while.
Spirit box and ghost writing. It's a ghost with a story to tell.
Oh, yeah. Wants to communicate.
That leaves Spirit, Poltergeist, Mare, Moroid, Deogen.
Okay, well, that's a mix.
All 5 evidence types are still applicable. that are not
Okay.
ghostwriting or spirit box, since we've already got those.
All right. Well, still above freezing. I guess I'll just hang out. I'll keep the door more or less closed so it's easier to see. I'm just gonna see if it steps in the salt that I put outside the room because I can't do anything else with the salt inside the room.
I'm taking motion sensors in.
Okay. I'll leave this here and go grab another book, so we might be able to get 2 books written in for a little extra cash.
Hey, close the door, that fucker. I'll get it for this.
It was a ghost that took on my appearance. It's a tricky ghost.
Yeah, that would be a twist, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. People have been calling for that in Dead by Daylight. They said that it would be cool to have a thing character who could take the appearance of other survivors, which, if handled delicately, I could go for that. But
Well,
other people are like, yeah, it should be able to just hide as another character, and then just whenever it wants to, just pop out and attack. And it's like, no, that wouldn't work.
Well, the thing is about it is that there would also have to be some immediate signal of you're facing, like, from game start, have it be known to the players you're facing, the killer is the thing. Because otherwise, that is a huge buff to every other killer in the game to have the thing even be a possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree.
Because it will then you spend the first 5 minutes of the match not sure if you can trust the other survivors.
Right, and that would so interfere with your ability to even work with the other survivors.
Yeah. Well, you'd get survivors running away from each other instead of working.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, no one will work together. Not to quickly abruptly switch topics, but I got dots, so we're all good. It's the Deogen.
Deogen. All right. Well, if you're gonna spend any time dicking around in there, memorize a circling spot, looping spot.
You know, what were the 2 challenges? Escape the ghost and then incense the ghost. Was that right?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think to bring my second book. Was the Deogen... It can find you wherever you are, but is that the one that gets slower when it's nearby?
Yes.
It is.
Fast when far away from you, slow when close.
The only problem with that house is that once you switch floors, you have a very limited way to go. Like if it knows right where to go and it's got 30 seconds to get you where you are, there's not a whole lot you can do in that house.
Off the top of my head...
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm thinking the kitchen island in the kitchen.
Oh, you're talking about looping it.
Yeah, looping it.
Well, I looped
That's
it last time.
That's how you beat Deogen, is you loop it until the time limit runs out.
Right. Okay, yeah, I can try that. Why not? I'll just try and get its attention and then just kind of wait upstairs for it to come up at me.
Do you want to take a smudge with you?
Oh, yes, I should have grabbed that before I came. Well, actually, I wouldn't have been able to have enough hands for it. I was coming down here to put another book down just for extra cash. But yeah, I should definitely do that. I'll come up and grab it. Well, that was a weird noise. I put in the book and it's immediately writing in it. That's interesting.
Unfortunately, that our cursed object is the summoning circle.
I know, that always happens this way.
Like, if we wanted one to artificially force a hunt, like, it would have been helpful if it was one of the ones that doesn't start the hunt with the ghost already practically fucking inside you.
Yeah.
Though, I guess, in fairness, this is also the one ghost that you can undeniably outrun, so...
Yeah, well, apparently. I was looping it, but I wonder... Like, I wonder what the threshold is as far as how slow it gets. Like, I was obviously able to do it the one time that I tried it when you guys were watching, but I wonder, like, if I at what point when you come to a stop, like, if you wanted to risk it, if you're looping it and then just stopped moving, like, how close would it get to you before it reaches its maximum level of slowness? You know what I mean?
I don't remember. I want to say that at its maximum proximity, its maximum degree of slowness, it's as slow as you are while walking. I'll look it up.
Oh, wow. That does make it easy to outrun. Then even if you run out of breath, as long as you have distance on it, it won't catch you.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a photo op anyway, so that's good.
If you use the summoning circle, you get a photo op.
Well, yeah, I might want to consider that because I saw it in the dots. It actually, it was funny. It got hung up on the shelf, like the ghost character model was having trouble walking through the shelf. Yeah, it was going at it for a good probably 5 seconds before it finally broke free and then walked into the wall. Yeah, it was pretty neat to watch. Actually, I wanted to point it out to you because it was just after you left the room last, but I didn't want to interrupt you. For once, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Interesting. The Deogen makes a unique noise through the spirit box, a unique response.
Oh, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No,
I
I said
didn't.
something usual. I'm gonna read further.
Yeah.
Ah! If the player asks any question through the spirit box while standing within 1 meter of the Deogen has a 33% chance to, instead of producing the usual response, instead simply respond with heavy bull-like breathing.
Oh, jeez. That's spooky.
The Deogen's sanity threshold is 40% instead of the usual 50%.
Okay.
It always has line of sight with all players.
Yep.
When the hunt begins, the Deogen picks the nearest player to move towards.
That makes sense. I guess that would be why Pink got it that last time when we were trying to test it.
It will occasionally
No, go
What's
ahead.
up? It will occasionally refresh and re-pick the nearest target.
That's one thing about this game that really kind of confuses me is that they'll give these ghosts special abilities, but then they'll give them contradictory abilities that make it impossible to really for sure tell what they are. Like, well, it can do this, but it might not. It's like,
well, the
then how can
definitive
you narrow
ways
it
to tell the
down?
Deogen are apparently, for one thing, the 40% sanity threshold, because the only one
Yeah.
lower than that is the Shade or an old Thay. And the fact that it has the heavy bull-like breathing on the spirit box.
But again, that's only 33%.
Well, the question is, will it do that even if you turn off evidence types, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
And of course,
I
the
would
fact that
think so.
and of course, the fact that it gets so slow when it's in close proximity to you, because it's the only one that'll do that.
Yeah.
The Revenant, in fact, I believe is the complete fucking opposite. It's super slow when it doesn't see anybody, but if it does see somebody, it speeds up.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So the Revenant's the one that has the opposite answer of Deogen. Do not try to loop the Revenant, it will kill you. You hide.
Yeah. I took a picture of the ghost a couple minutes ago. Ghost is almost right in the center of the frame, and it gave me credit for a distant shot of the book.
Okay. Oh!
What's
So
the revelation?
the ghosts also flicker a bunch while they're hunting you, right? They flicker in and out of
Yeah.
existence. The
Yeah.
Deogen does a lot less flickering. It's visible for longer spans of time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember looking at it for a good long while.
If the Deogen is within 2.5 meters of you, its speed lowers. Okay. If the Deogen is more than 6 meters away from you, it moves at 3 meters per second. However,
Wow.
if it is under the 2.5 meter distance to you, it moves at 0.4 meters per second.
That would be about 1.5 feet per second. So yeah, you can definitely outrun that.
Yeah, that's fucking slow.
Yeah, it is pretty slow. Keep waiting for this motherfucker to. Every now and then I'll glimpse it move just briefly in the dots. I need it to do what it did before, where it got hung up on the shelf for 5 seconds. That one count?
The Phasmaphobia wiki specifically recommends looping the Deogen around a kitchen island.
Oh yeah, okay. Well then, there you go. Oh, I can't even get it. All right, never mind. All right. Oh, weird. What is my sanity at? Well, I guess more importantly, what is our sanity?
The average is at 60%. Yours is at 30.
That's funny. Then I guess Yeah, okay, I will, Alright, I'll hide in the dark a little bit and then prepare to loop it.
I will keep an eye on both the activity charts and the camera. Oh, here's something that just occurred to me.
What's that?
Its hunt threshold is 40%, right?
Yeah, that's what you said.
I'm sitting at 94, 95 thereabouts.
Okay.
Even if you go to 0,
It's not going to lower it.
the lowest average hunt, the average sanity threshold that we can get at our lowest, if I don't go inside, the lowest sanity threshold we can get on average is like 45%, which is above his hunt threshold.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not going to lower it enough to trigger the ghost. So I guess you're going to have to sit in the dark for a bit.
Yeah.
I'll watch our average so you're not stuck in there when it starts hunting.
Let me take, I'll take a flashlight in case I am in there when it starts hunting.
Just to help you run away from it?
Well, what I'm thinking
or
is...
to draw it on purpose.
So here's what I'm thinking is that, well, it doesn't matter whether... The flashlight's electronic, like, the electronics don't matter in the Daijin hunt because it always knows where you are.
Oh, right, of course. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking. What you want to hide near... You don't want to hide at all because it's the Daijin. No. Hiding doesn't matter to the Daijin. What you want to do is you want to turn off the lights in the kitchen and just sit by the kitchen island.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Okay, I'm gonna just lower my sanity.
Yeah, we're still at just a little above 60. It actually just hit 65 doing its waffling, so gonna have to be a couple minutes.
Yep. A knife.
It was...
My character actually, like, not only in game, like, not only from your perspective would my character be holding the knife like a pistol, even in my, like, first-person perspective, I'm holding the knife like a pistol. This is stupid. I love it. What's the sanity looking like?
Oh, you're still good. You're high 50s. Yeah, once it starts getting, like, the 45 to 48 kind of range, then I'll definitely let you know.
It's the individual sanity that matters.
Oh, it is?
Well, in this case, because I'm so high of sanity that I'm artificially bringing the statistic up. I'm an outlier.
Yeah, I thought the way you said that, I thought you meant that the Daojin hunts individually based on the individual sanity.
So what is my individual sanity at?
85.
I'll let it go down a little bit more.
Yeah, the average is still mid to high 50s. Couple more minutes, I'd say.
So the lighting effect is real weird on this. I can see the shadow of the tip of the knife, but the rest of the knife doesn't have a shadow. So I'm, like, seeing just a shadow made on the wall of, like, a semicircle.
I haven't intentionally looked since the lighting update, but I'm assuming that means our character models still don't project shadows either, do they?
I have not. I've seen floating headgear a couple times, so I'm going to assume no.
That's what I thought. Ghost activity is steadily about between 2 and 4.
Weird.
Yeah, it actually just hit 6. It's doing a lot of stuff. It's actually climbing from 6 to 8.
What's the average sanity?
54. It's just doing a lot of thrashing around, I guess. You're at 71.
I'm gonna head back to the truck. This is good enough.
It's close. Yeah, it's definitely close enough that we'll get low. Yeah, the activity's settled down at about a 4 or 5, but yeah, I guess it was really kind of fucking around in there. Sanity
I got a
just
knife
now got... Wait, let me see. Ooh, ow, if you went to stab something with that, that would go through your fingers. That would actually cut your fingers.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Our characters aren't very smart.
They don't look smart when they're walking around holding objects like that.
No.
Oh, okay. I need to bring the incense, don't I, to help propel it?
Yeah, not so much for its value in and of itself, but we do have a challenge to smudge it during a chase.
Yeah. Good chance to do it. Probably about the best chance to do it is against the Daojin.
If you succeed on this one, that'll probably be the first time we succeed on that challenge.
Oh, I guess you're right, because the only other time we deliberately ran from a ghost was when I did it.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, this might be
Other
like you
than
said. Yeah,
that,
this
like
might be the only chance.
the only times we have had a quote-unquote chase during a hunt have been Daijin.
Yes.
And unless we get some unlucky demon encounters, but nonetheless we get lucky during the demon encounter, I don't see that changing.
Yeah.
The average sanity is now high 40s.
Okay. I would say you should come in and be in the living room and watch it, but then if for some reason if it detects you, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything loopable in the living room.
No. I mean, yeah, well, maybe the couch, but it's pretty tricky, pretty geometrically awkward.
Mm-hmm. I think that's part of the convenience of the kitchen island is that it's rectangle.
Yeah.
Okay. Average sanity is getting to be low 40s. We are getting close to... Well, it's fluctuating. It's maybe mid 40s.
Right. Within, I don't know, probably about the next 10, 20 seconds, though, it should just go under the threshold.
I'm probably gonna be able to see the Daijin on the camera since we've got it set up in the ghost room.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you'll see. Yeah. Yeah, you'll see it walk out and head down the hall, at least.
Oh, it's dotsing against the walls.
It wouldn't do that to me.
The
Yeah,
sanity monitor, the average is going... It's now fluctuating. The inaccuracy of the sanity monitor is now fluctuating under 40. We're not getting it. I'll let you know when we get a 10 on the activity scale, though.
Either that or just watch the monitor, whatever. Or, yeah, the monitor, whichever one you feel is better.
You're sitting at individually about 8% sanity, so...
I've lost my mind in terror waiting for this to happen.
Yeah, intentionally invoking the ghost so you can go smudge it because the exorcists were like, do it or you're a bitch.
It's just a dare. The exorcists are children.
Yeah. Do it, pussy. It's still, he's got like, proper vestal robes and everything. Like,
I was picturing that.
Oh, hey, you know what? It now occurs to me.
What's up?
We left a crucifix in there.
Oh, we did.
And as a matter of fact, I think I just watched it burn.
Interesting.
But that is important. Because remember, this is the 2-use crucifix. So we're going to have to give it like 30 seconds before it burns up the other half. And then another 30 seconds before it haunts.
Alright, as long as you keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I am. You're a 0 sanity, by the way. The average is mid to high 30s.
Okay.
You sure you want to go down there?
Not really, but I'm kind of curious. Where's the crucifix?
I put it in the center of the floor.
No, it's intact.
Oh shit.
I don't know what you saw.
Maybe I saw a motion sensor go. A motion sensor must have gone off, but motion sensors usually don't light up for that long.
Yeah, I don't know. There's only the one crucifix in there?
Yeah, the other one is here in the truck.
Yeah, it was intact. And no hunt yet either. That's weird.
We're at, the high 30s here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not guaranteed to initiate a hunt when you drop under the threshold, but I mean, obviously then, at that point, it can decide to do so at any point.
Well, the numbers go up massively. Did you turn off the lights in the basement?
No, I didn't.
It did.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It blew the fuse or something.
Are the lights out all throughout the house?
It looks that way, yeah, because the light in the room I was in just went out as well.
Well, you're the one who burned the cross.
Okay.
Okay, we're one down, but you do have the time to go turn the fuse backs block on. There you go.
I would if it was another house. I feel pretty confident in this one. My last words. Yeah,
I'll definitely probably watch that crucifix burn one more time, and then it'll be hunt time.
Yeah.
Because once it
It's
starts, once it makes the decision I'm going to start hunting, it does not stop until the sanity gets raised.
yes.
And I can tell you it was definitely the crucifix burning and not anything else this time. Because I saw
You
the
saw it.
embers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I remember the match that I was in with. I think it was Pink, and one of us reported back to you that I think you said, "Well, I think I might have heard the crucifix go off or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, I actually heard it from the next room over. It was like this big loud flame." So I was really glad that they made it pretty hard to miss. Very important.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to smudging the ghost, the other challenge was simply escaping it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so either I'll die or I'll get the other two challenges done in one
Second
shot.
burning.
Okay.
You are now out of crucifix.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't go to grab it down there when I was in there. I guess I just wasn't thinking. I was kind of reluctant to stay in the room very long.
Understandably, if you had picked it up, that would then it wouldn't be preventing the ghost from starting a hunt anymore, so it could have chased you up the stairs. But it is still the Daijin, so it chasing up the stairs ain't that much to be worried about.
Right.
Okay. Hunt.
Okay.
It begins.
I hear it. Wow, it is fast.
All right. Yeah, it sprinted its ass out of the room downstairs with a candle.
Spooky motherfucker.
Don't forget to smudge it.
I did. I'll try again. I don't know if it
Oh
counted.
no, you got it. You got it. And it's
cool.
done. Get out. Get out.
That
get
was
out.
kind of fast, actually.
Yeah. I wonder if smudging it. No, it wouldn't. But nonetheless, yeah, come back and look at this board. Behold, for the first time ever, repel the ghost with incense while it's chasing someone has a red check mark upon it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, as you said, I guess that's the first.
Yep.
Wow.
Whew.
We don't. Actually, this is also the first time we've gotten the escape the ghost during a hunt, right? Oh no, of course. Obviously the other time that I did it. That's right.
Well, I'm not sure there was a challenge that time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it might not have been a challenge. Okay, so this might have been the first time we got both of those.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Take that, April Maudsley.
Stupid April Maudsley.
You fucking dead bitch.
You have to say dumbass. Dead dumbass.
All right. Yeah, circle Daijin.
Same here. Yeah,
we
from
got
the kitchen I heard
pictures.
All the pictures and all the... Oh, the ghost picture counted?
Target.
Oh, too late for me to tell.
Not like you'd be going back to get another one.
No. When I heard it from when I was in the kitchen...
Excuse me, madam, would you mind if I took your picture?
Yeah, will you stand there for a shot? I want to show my kids. I heard it leaving the area that it was in downstairs, and it was literally like chomp, 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 chomp. It was moving fucking fast.
Yeah.
It was honestly kind of scary hearing that.
Supposedly the footsteps can be quite the clue for speed on several ghosts.
It was definitely, yeah, like it was distinctly fast. Like it wasn't the not prolonged, the protracted like stomp, 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 stomp. I mean, it was literally like
It
like
sprinted its ass up the stairs.
It did. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Like pretty much as soon as I was done hearing the footsteps, there it was coming through the door. Yeah, it was creepy. I could see that being a really bad situation if you're not prepared to do what we did.
Yep. Like that, Daijin, you can tell, is one of the ones that, like, I have to assume that once you're really used to the behaviors, it just becomes a thing of like, okay, I'm in a hiding spot. Oh, I hear rapid footfalls. Get out of the hiding spot.
Yeah, honestly, that's about the only thing you can do, and that's if you're lucky enough to hear the footsteps. You'd have to be, I would assume, probably pretty close to it to be able to hear that happening.
Yeah. Okay. At level 61, we get the tier 3 camera.
Oh, cool. Okay.
At level 64, we get the tier 3 thermometer, which is admittedly like we were reading in the patch notes, that not a big difference really.
Yeah.
63 is when we get the tier 3 book, which I assume just gets written in faster. Next level 60, is the tier 3 dots. So we're about to get the tier 3 upgrades for all the core tools.
Good, good. Actually, the thermometer sounded like a good change, not having to press the button. I mean, it's not substantial, but it's a time saver. It's just more convenient. Just walk from place to place and not have to keep, pressing and unpressing the button. I mean, not that it bothers me as much as it bothers Pink, but
Well, what they also said in the update was they're going to be making the Tier 3 one more accurate, so that will also be a benefit to it.
yeah,
Because
true.
even with the Tier 2 thermometer, we have the thing of like, check 36, check 34, check 36, check 34.
Yeah,
all right?
that's for sure.
All right, I'm grabbing a thermo, grabbing a book, grabbing a crucis.
All right, I will take dots. That seemed to work well last time. I guess I should have known. Oh, what you doing?
Fuse
Oh yeah,
box
good idea.
is in the attic. Oh, let me grab headgear.
Yeah, this time I forgot. I like the dark, cloudy night, moonlit night.
Oh, I immediately hear it knocking shit over.
I was just gonna say the exact same thing.
Where are you? You son of a bitch.
I sound like some kind of old comedian or something.
I was about to say,
where are you, you son of a bitch?
This ghost is getting investigated by the Three Stooges.
They've had episodes like that. I think several.
They had like wasn't that a big thing that a lot of people loved? There was a series of them versus the Universal monsters.
I know they encountered some kind of monsters. I don't recall if it was specifically Universal, but I think it was. I think. Well, I know Abbott and Costello, or at least I think Abbott and Costello met the Wolfman, but I believe the Stooges did as well. I can't honestly remember.
At that time, where you're making 2 movies a month, or hell no, 4 movies a month, you know?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. They rode them to death like they were horses. In fact, when Curly died,
quite literally in the case of several Stooges.
Yeah. I mean, like Curly literally died, and then they were like, "Well, there's supposed to be 3 of them, so find a replacement, or you're all out of job."
Yeah, and here's Shemp. Okay, we got Shemp for a couple years. Oh, Shemp's dead. Find another.
Yeah, Shemp's dead. Right. Well, they did too. That's when they found Curly Joe Besser, who everyone disliked, and then eventually he moved on, and they got Curly Joe Dorita. So there were tons of Stooges.
And I was just the other day seeing a documentary about Joe Besser. There was a good documentarian, YouTube documentarian, Hats Off Entertainment, who does little 20-minute YouTube documentaries, mostly just talking about the careers in passing. But he specifically tends to talk a lot about comedy and like the history of the Three Stooges, or Abbott and Costello, or so on and so forth, or Leslie Nielsen. A little bit of a time jump there, but still classic comedian.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say they're all classic comedians.
And I just the other day saw his documentary he did on Joe Besser. And
okay.
that was pretty interesting. It was 42 in the entryway. I think it's the entryway.
Oh. Yeah, because I was gonna say I haven't gotten anything yet.
And we walked in and immediately heard shit getting knocked over.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't think to check that. I guess I just assumed that it was further away.
You never assume it'll be the entryway, because it's one of those things like, it can't be that easy.
I know, yeah. I mean, I guess we just have to remember that it's just completely random. You never can tell.
Yeah, sometimes games will throw that sort of thing at you, and you're just like, it can't possibly be that easy. Where's the catch?
Yeah, well, that's how I felt about those challenges, but there they were. That's how it went. We just got screwed on the shade, that's all.
Well, even then, we didn't get screwed too hard. The shade, that could have been... I mean, like, we were at least able to figure out by process of elimination at the end.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't say screwed so much as just wasted a lot of time is all.
Yeah.
Trying to find a good place for the dots.
That's an EMF. It's a sound sensor. Not a sound sensor, that's a spirit box. I'll go ahead and leave that there. I'll see if they talk to one person or everyone.
Yeah, well, no. The challenges always leave it vague.
Michael Waller talks to everyone.
Michael Waller.
That's
sociable ghost. That slut.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll run out and grab some more stuff.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
lot
has anyone
easier.
have you set up a camera in here?
No. I
I
can get
haven't
one.
either.
Okay, I'll grab one.
I love when you put down a motion sensor and it immediately goes off because it's like, I see something. And I'm like, yeah, that's me.
They're almost too effective. Didn't you say that, or maybe I'm just kind of making this up? Didn't they say that the third tier motion detector does not detect you?
I think so.
Yeah, that'd be convenient.
Are you here? Can we help? Can we help? Are you here? Where are you? Are you old? Are you friendly? Can we help? Are you French? Can we help? Okay, I'm gonna stop that for just a little bit. Because it
Yeah.
does occur to me that I should at least check my sanity before we spirit box, because yokai.
Oh yeah, you never know. We have ghost writing.
Ghost writing, okay.
Yeah. That's honestly turned into one of the most reliable evidence types. It did a complete 180.
Yeah.
I mean, remember how we used to wait like 10, 20 minutes before it would write?
Yep.
Be like, well, I don't want to have to use the book, but that's all we can try.
Let's see, our other challenges, get the ghost to blow out a candle and hear it on the parabolic.
Okay, those are easy.
Let's see.
Oh, and the camera, I just tossed it down. I don't know if I even put it in a good spot. I just dropped it. I don't know if you moved it or not.
How recently have we checked the temps in there?
About a minute ago. It was still high.
I'll take one salt, just in case it's not the room.
Okay. Yeah, we've been led astray.
We've been screwed before when we used all the salt on one room, and it's like, nope, this isn't even the ghost room.
That is true.
So I'm gonna put down a sound sensor so we can hear anything, any bullshit.
Any bullshit. Ghost is talking smack.
I wouldn't blame him. This is some serious shit right here.
Yeah?
Put your mouth where your money is.
Well, I mean, first it died, and now here come these weirdos coming in and just throwing shit all over the floor.
I steal things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then one of them's a dirty thief.
Wraith is eliminated, by the way, so it would definitely be setting off the salt.
Okay.
Apparently, Wraiths don't write. Who'da thunk?
Oh. Still above freezing.
Come on, you son of a bitch. Step in the salt. I know you want to. It's your favorite. I know it.
I'm a fan of salt. Big fan.
He loves it. I'm astounded no one has went to slam the door shut just to fuck with people.
You mean other players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who? Stepped in a salt. Come on, baby. Come on, UV. Nothing.
Nothing for me.
Fucker. Leave that UV watching that salt at least.
Yeah, I'll hang around up here and keep an eye out. I can actually see all the salt. Oh, dots. Got dots.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That leaves Deijin or Thay.
Oh, really? Okay. Yes, it does.
Those are the only two that have ghost writing and dots.
Yep. And we won't get EMF, and we won't get ultraviolet. We won't get temps either. It's either spirit box or orbs.
Well, that's simple.
Yeah, jeez. I want this combination every time.
Hit the lights, use spirit box, I'll watch the camera, and from there we'll be able to tell.
Let's see. Are you here? Are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Are you old?
Gorbs.
All right. Well, this was a good one.
Hey, so it's a good thing we cleared all that shit so quickly.
Yeah. Got
Now,
kind of lucky
I'm
on
gonna
that one.
propose something. I'm gonna take a drug. You take a drug, then you go back in with the parabolic microphone, clear that last challenge.
Okay, yeah, I need to look for the cursed object anyway.
All right.
Yeah, this is a nice and tidy clearing.
So I've taken a drug.
I can't. There we go. And they actually are drugs now. Before it was liquid, which I guess can still be a drug, but
Yeah.
like
Cle-
NyQuil, I guess that's a drug.
Clearly, you've not got the experience of the morphine.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. I did forget about that one.
Mm.
I, I, I wish I could find that old episode of Cops that I told you about, where they talk to the bum, and he's like, that ain't my drug. She on meth. My drug is the heron.
So one of the main characters of The Wire is an addict, and they call it the Heron.
Really?
Yeah,
It's wow. Okay.
it's
I don't.
my
Yeah.
my favorite character in the series too.
Weird. I guess that's not unusual then. If even the show took that as a reference or as a I guess a term,
And the
then
character's
that must be.
he's a
Yeah, go
pretty
ahead.
smart guy too. He's just like he also just calls it the Heron.
I thought the guy on Cops was just kind of loopy. I mean, he's a drug addict. I mean, he openly admitted to doing the heroin. But I did not know. I would not have assumed that was a common phrase.
I'm not sure that Heron. Now I'm doing it. I'm not sure that heroin is one that necessarily causes a lot of like I guess psychosis you could call it, but like just I mean I pretty well any drug I think has the chance to trigger schizophrenia, but supposedly that's just a genetic thing. Like supposedly
I
marijuana has the possibility of triggering a latent
It
genetic
can.
tendency towards
Yeah,
schizophrenia.
I have read that.
But I want to say heroin mostly is a drug that, on top of the usual health side effects, mostly the gimmick is it puts your ass to sleep.
Yeah, I guess it makes you really, really, really happy and high, and then you are just like out for like a fucking day.
Yep.
And then, of course, the withdrawal symptoms, they're like, just tremendous. You get sick and you get cold and you shiver and you feel like your bones are on fire. It doesn't sound no fun.
And someone has to take care of you while you're doing it, otherwise you might choke
Yeah.
to death in your sleep on vomit.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
Jesse.
I was. It's funny that that's a thing now. I'm every now and then there's one or two YouTube reactors, and I know that that's like a thing now. Is that everyone on YouTube is reacting to things, and as much as I want to roll my eyes and mock it as just like a fad, some of them actually are entertaining.
It depends on how you do it, because some guys, it's just honestly like, there are some guys that you'll see and they honestly like don't even really say or do anything. It's like, well, why make the video?
yeah, yeah.
Whereas
I honestly,
the
yes,
better
yeah. Go ahead.
ones are the ones who spend, the minute or two watching whatever it is. And then there's another 10 minutes afterwards of them discussing every detail and dissecting it and going, so here's what this and that, which has the implication of this and that. And it's like, okay, well, this is clearly like, even though there was the entertainment quality of seeing them react to it live, it goes further than that there's actually a discussion surrounding it afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just like the second you stopped talking, I got the ghost on the microphone. Can we double
Yep.
check?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, it
We
actually
are
really kind
done.
of nice. That worked well.
Two
Yeah,
triple
it
challenge runs in one in a row.
that might be the first time we've ever done that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my dorky headgear back on the wall.
Okay. Yeah, let me mark the thing. Yeah, the noise it made was actually like it took me like the briefest of seconds there to realize what it was, because like I said, you had just finished speaking and then suddenly I heard like I was like, whoa, what the it sounded like it was in my room, actually. It was so convincing. Yeah, I was about to say, whoa, what is that? Oh, it's the ghost. Okay.
Yeah, what if I had say, you haven't cleared the challenge?
That if my rational mind would say, okay, well then I just didn't catch it on the microphone yet. Something went wrong, but I don't know. If I was playing this in the dark alone, that I'd be like, oh man, that's weird. I'm uncomfortable.
All right, I have circled they.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Yeah, I was gonna say about the YouTube reactors. Some of them also seem more legitimate. Some of them seem like none of them to me yet have seemed overwhelmingly fake, where it's clear that they're exaggerating and acting like it's new to them, whereas clearly you could tell that they already have foreknowledge. But a couple of them seem a little bit more like this is personality too. It's individual personality, but some of them seem more taken aback. Some of them, like when there's like I don't know, like something gory shows up or whatever, they're like, "Oh shit," and they like turn, they look away, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That helps in my opinion, and also I agree with what you said. There's some reactors who will take like 5-10 minutes after the thing has ended to say like, "Wow, that was crazy. I didn't expect this, and I think it's cool that that happened, and I wonder what that meant." Yeah, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Of course, some are
and
just like YouTube channels that are explicitly built for, hey, I'm an ex-lawyer. My gimmick is I watch legal scenes from TV shows and movies, and I talk about how they're accurate or inaccurate, right?
yeah, I've seen a couple of those actually for Better Call Saul, in fact.
Which Better Call Saul did well for that, right?
Yes, my memory is that it was largely, while in some cases it was exaggerated, it was largely based on like legal fact,
I
which makes
assume
sense because
I
yeah, go on.
assume that in reality, someone probably would have stopped Chuck by the time he got to that full-blown,
I
like, oh,
think that's what they said, actually. Yeah, they said that he wouldn't have he would like they wouldn't have let him stay on the board just out of loyalty. He would have been like seen as a liability, and they would have gotten rid of him before that.
but even like famously in the court case at the end of season 3, like
Oh, you
what?
mean his outburst?
Yeah, his outburst. Like, wasn't it said like there's no way that in a real court they would have let him go that far with it? Somebody would have stopped him midway through, like, okay, get off the stand.
To be fair, the defense attorney did. Well, actually, no, it would have been the prosecutor. He did object. Said that the way it unfolded was uh. Well, I don't need to go over all the details, I guess, but either way, Saul sent him up, and then Chuck is like, this is fucked up or whatever, and the lawyer says, well, hey, I object to this or whatever, and I remember specifically Chuck kind of raises his hand a little bit, like, no, it's okay, I want to talk about this, and that's when he tries to disprove what Saul did with the whole thing with the battery, and that's when he realizes that the battery is real, and he just touched it. It's like, oh God, what? I've been caught. But yeah, there's a few seconds of confidence there where the attorney does try to interject, and Chuck just waves him off like, no, I got this.
Yeah.
So technically, they did try to stop him. Why did I even bring the reactors up? One other thing I want to say before I forget this too, because I'm going to try and remember why I even brought it up to begin with. I remember now, and it's so lost in the moment now it doesn't matter. But in fact, I'll cover what I was going to say first, because now that's so
Oh,
less
Jesse,
relevant.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, I was going to say that I think it's funny that is now such a common thing. One of the people that I watch who does reactions, her name is V Cunha, VKUNIA. She has been watching Breaking Bad, and she apparently she's new to it, but yet within like the first couple of seasons, she picked on the whole Jesse, and every now and then she'll do it. She'll I don't know. She'll just kind of throw it out there like Jesse.
It's an iconic performance.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I guess just for some reason that line specifically never stood out to me, but once it was brought to my attention, it's like, yeah, he does say that a lot in that way a lot.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
once the shoe starts getting put on the other foot, and it's suddenly Walt is the one that's like, I love crime, Jesse. And Jesse's the one like, I don't know about this, Mr. White. Then
Right.
Walt does start to like get really pushy on Jesse, and like
Yes.
lots of the plot points of the seasons become, Jesse, we need to go do crime, and Jesse, well, like I said, I don't know
I
about
want
this,
to check
Mr.
out
White.
on this. Yeah, yeah, Mr. White. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not mocking you because I feel I can do a better Jesse, because I know I can't. I just
No,
think it's funny the voice
I
you
take
chose.
yeah. Someday I'd like to have a good Jesse, but it's like it's a little bit of an odd accent because it's like the kind of
Yes.
accent you'd expect on it to be on a 40-year-old construction worker and not Jesse.
Hey, oh, Mr. White. Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh, I forgot the headgear again.
I remember this time. I remembered it.
I'll look for
well,
where the fuse box is.
Oh yeah, I did forget to look at that too.
Under the stairway in the entranceway.
Good. Okay, I got it.
So effectively, my headgear was not needed.
I guess that's true. It helps you more easily when you're going from room to room, but yeah, that initial hunt is not necessary. The other thing I was going to say about the reactors is I was going to follow up on what you said, which is you said, some people just watch it and really don't say anything. I have briefly thought, well, I love watching stuff. And people seem to love the reactions. Maybe I should try that. And I thought, no, I am completely stone-faced when I watch stuff. I do not react. I take it in. Like when something shocking happens, I just sit there taking it in. Pelvis!
Yeah, there's been a couple times where Total War Warhammer news has popped up, and trailers popped up, and I went, like, I love this game, and it's a good opportunity for me to just talk about it, so I guess I'll record myself watching it, call it a reaction video, even though it's really 2 minutes of reaction and 40 minutes of discussion, because that's
well,
me.
I think that's, I mean, obviously it depends on the viewer,
What
but
the fuck?
I would think that, what happened?
I think I heard a door slam.
I'm upstairs and I have dirty water in the bathroom, so I'm not sure if it's moving around or if maybe you did hear a door and it was
Twins.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Not getting unusual temperatures down here, so maybe I heard it from upstairs.
Let's see. I'm checking that. Yeah, I found the room. It is upstairs, straight in front of the stairs. When you walk up, you'll look right into the room. 34 and dirty water.
Let's see, do we have Ouija board? We do have Ouija board.
Oh.
It is in the furnace room.
Okay. That could come in handy. Oh, 32.2.
Ooh, where's that?
31.9. We got it. Freezing room. When you go up the stairs, it's directly in front of where you stand. Like up the stairs and straight ahead.
The first bedroom or the walkway upstairs, the hallway?
The bathroom.
Bathroom. First bathroom. Okay.
Yeah, go upstairs and straight ahead.
I see.
Yeah. And I want to make sure you heard me. We have freezing temps, and this is definitely the room. I'll go get more crap.
Are you here? Can we help? Can we help? Where are you? Are you near? Are you far? Are you wherever you are? Nothing so far, and this being a tier 3 spirit box, I usually expect something faster than that.
You're giving up a little quick, but that's up to you.
Well, I
know you're not giving up for good.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not deleting the spirit box. I'm not convincing it onto the void.
Yeah.
I've
always got one spare hand. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, when I've done those, like, the issue, I can foresee one issue I have with those that's probably annoying for viewers. When I have an observation to make, which I do because it's a game I'm very passionate about, but nonetheless, when I have an observation to make, I tend not to make it, like, while the moment is going on. I pause the video. And you're
saying that you do think that annoys people, or it's the other way that annoys people?
I think that would probably annoy people because they're probably like, well, fucking get on with it. But,
that annoys me. Well, yeah, it's as it should be. I think you should do it in a way that you find the most acceptable. That annoys me, not because I'm in a hurry to watch the rest of the video or whatever, but just because I feel like the pacing is just kind of like, it's like up, down, kind of. But that is just my personal preference. I know that does not speak for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think also one of them. Oh, go ahead. You're more important. What you were gonna say?
I was just saying I'm putting the camera behind the crapper.
Okay. Yeah, it's worth pointing out that I think, in fact, one of the reasons why the up-down, pause the video thing does bother me, this is important to note, is that whenever I'm watching reaction videos, it's to stuff I have already seen.
Yes.
So, like, I'm kind of like, get on with it. I know what's going to happen. Like, let it play out, because I want to hear you talk about this next thing, that kind of thing. If I was watching blind, I think I would be just as curious to stop and hear the thoughts as well.
That one can be painful. I've seen a few, like, reaction clips dealing with, like, shows or movies or bits like that. And they really hang on something before something interesting happens.
Yes. Yeah.
And that will happen sometimes with, like, the LPs, the Super Best Friends off the top of my head. Like, Wooly, I love Wooly, and one of my things I like about Wooly is that Wooly will stop and discuss something that just happened in the game if it's really interesting. generally, I like that. I think it makes for good content, and it allows Wooly to digest the game and have interesting ideas about the game. It has led
Yeah.
to a few times Wooly stopping when there's not anything interesting going on, and it's like, right now? Really?
Yeah, oh, I was just gonna say, talking about that same thing, uh, another thing that really annoys me, especially again when you're watching videos that you already know what's coming. I have seen situations to where the person will just barely allow the next thing to happen before they hit pause, like with
Yeah.
music, for example. Someone, yeah, like someone's listening to a song, and then like, oh, hang on, and then they pause it like just when like the chorus is starting or whatever. And it's like, well, you just heard a part of it now. Like you've
You've
already
kind
kind of
of
spoiled the
ruined the
next
pacing
segment.
of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, that kind of drives me nuts.
Yeah, that
Um,
one's annoying. That one's also annoying because you know that you've done that to yourself sometimes.
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is. It's like you want them to enjoy the experience correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that bit from Simpsons?
I
It
don't
was
think I know the reference you're making on this one.
no, it might have been a Futurama bit, but either which way, there was some bit where some character I don't think it was comic book guy. I almost want to say it was like Doctor what's his face, the mad scientist guy.
Is that Zoidberg?
No, no, no. I'm thinking in Simpsons.
Simpsons Mad Scientist. Oh, the guy that's like the Jerry Lewis impersonator. I hate
Ghostwriting.
that character. Oh yeah, okay, cool. What is that character's name? I hate him so much. Isn't it like Fritz something or something like that? No.
He's tall, skinny, big. Like he's got pineapple hair.
Yeah, and big glasses and buck teeth, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Is it Professor Frink?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because I know that name, I just don't know if that's the right character. That is Professor Frink?
I'll look it up. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, it's bothering me now, because I know some characters named
Yes.
Professor Frink. Okay.
Professor Frink.
Alright.
And while I'm thinking about it, let me see. Let me look up what am I referencing here. Ah, yes. Hang on. Let me see. Wait, let me make sure this isn't going to be heard on my recording.
It's gonna be heard on mine.
Yeah, he's demonstrating a toy to a bunch of kids in class, Professor Frink is. And it's just a goofy little kid's, like, you ever see one of those vacuum toys that's like a little clear
Oh,
plastic
yes,
dome?
with the popper. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember the line, but go ahead with it. It's one of the few lines of his that I do like. You're right, I remember it. I can think of his inflection and everything. I definitely remember the line once you pointed it out.
Yeah, and one of the kids raises their hand. Can I play with it? No, you can't play with it. You wouldn't enjoy it on as many levels as I
As many levels as I would, yeah. And then he continues like vacuuming with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was definitely good.
Uh,
How did we get there? Because I've already forgotten how we went from A to B. What made you think of that? You're talking about Wooly.
yeah, that's what is that sometimes, like, when you're, like, getting, upset at them enjoying the game the wrong way or enjoying the movie or TV show the wrong way, you kind of get that feeling. Stop it! You wouldn't enjoy it.
That actually led to a big fight once with my ex-girlfriend, the one I was with for the 5 years.
Oh, you've told me about this Zelda Ocarina, right?
Yes. You see, you're the one with the good memory. That's entirely correct. Yes, she was trying to play Ocarina of Time, and like she got stuck somewhere or whatever. And I'm like, no, go over there. No, you missed it. Go back. And eventually, she was like, I'm not playing this anymore. Like, she was near tears. She was like, you won't stop. She's like, you won't let me just enjoy the game on my own. I don't want to do this. You're stressing me out. And I'm like, well, I'm just trying to help you. I'm trying. And she's like, well, I want to learn on my own. What's the point of you telling me how to play? You play it. I was like, well, wow, she's right. I was like, I was so like, no, you have to do this the right way. I want to see you succeed, and you have to do it the way that I know you have to do it. It was, I don't know. Some people do that, and unfortunately, I did.
Yep. Yep.
And she never went back to it again.
Yep.
I ruined it. Yeah, that sucks.
I think we've spoken about this a little bit before, but I can remember when we did for the group channel Dead Space 2, a game that I had already played, and Addy was the one on controls, and he'd never played it. I had to routinely remind myself, only offer advice when he's in a real bad spot, and even then only offer light advice.
Yeah, we were when he was doing RE7, I remember he just kind of like randomly throw out like, okay, where do I go? What am I supposed to do? And I tried to make sure I was like, okay, are you like speaking out loud, or do you actually want me to tell you what to do? Because I learned from my experience with my girlfriend and want to make sure that I don't railroad people, because I know that's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amusing in hindsight, but yeah, it really sucks that, I mean, she went on to play other Zelda games, but she happened to miss one of the best ones, and it's entirely my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, I guess.
Yeah. On the bright side, there's a bunch of other good games out there. She's only missed one, but yeah.
Yeah. At the time, that was no. Well, they've had a couple Game Boy games in between. I was gonna say at the time, I think that was the newest one, but that was the newest big one, just
Not
behind
Majora?
Wind Waker. I forgot about Majora's Mask. I definitely forgot about that one. Yeah, so it would have been a fair distance away. It didn't feel like it though, because Ocarina came out at the end of '98, and she and I were playing. No, yeah, okay, about 5 years. Yeah, it was about 2003 that we had our incident. So yeah, I guess it had been out for a while.
Yeah, when did Wind Waker come out?
Wind Waker was 2003, summer of '03, I believe. Are you looking it up?
I am, yes.
Yeah, I would wager summer of '03.
In North America, spring of '03.
Okay, I was close. Got the year right.
March
Because,
24th.
I remember the important things.
That game turned 20 last year. Damn.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Dude, we are 2 years away from Dead Rising 1 turning 20.
Oh, that sucks. That's wow.
Well,
when
on the
Dead
downside,
Rising came out, yeah, go ahead.
On the downside, it means we're getting older, but on the upside, it means we've lived through history personally.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. It's one way of looking at it.
You need to do drugs.
Oh, shit, okay. That's unfortunate the ghost just hit the fuse box, but at least it's by the door.
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got ghost writing and freezing temps. We do not have gorbs.
Oh, wait, did we get freezing temps? You got them? Because it was cold.
Didn't you say it dipped to 31 earlier?
Did it? Was that in this one? See, again, I can tell you when a 20-year-old Zelda game came out, almost to the month, but I can't tell you what fucking just happened 7 minutes ago.
Well, on this one, I'm barely remembering it, so...
Yeah, I'll do my drugs, and then I'll go check right now.
Yeah. Like the Hulkster once said, do your drugs, don't go to school.
Yeah, eat your drugs.
Drink a gallon of school. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Get your 8 hours of school. That's not unreasonable.
Actually, yeah, that one's pretty normal.
Get your 8 hours
of drugs.
Get your 8 hours of milk. Go to drugs.
8 hours of milk.
Don't do sleep. Take your school every day.
Yeah, it's 17 degrees.
Say your drugs, do your prayers. Say your drugs, take your 8 hours of prayer.
Take your 8. Then you're just going to church.
Well, that's monasticism. You're a monk at that point.
Yeah.
Wait, is that EMF 5? That's EMF 5. All right, we're done.
Really? Okay, we're done. How come it didn't make a super loud... Oh, it was shade again. Wow.
Well, you remember I just read on the patch notes that the next patch they want to give the EMF 3 a unique sound for tier 5 for EMF 5.
I mean, have we? I didn't know that it was. Oh, well, that's okay. The reason I was thrown is because we've been using the lower EMFs in the last challenge mode. I
Yes.
forgot that
Right,
higher
which
tier.
that one goes like starts a fucking song and dance routine whenever it catches EMF
Yes,
5.
yeah, yeah. In my mind, I was when you said EMF 5, I'm like, well, wait, it's not like blasting off this like loud beeping tune, and then I forgot that's the one where you got to look at the chevrons.
Yep, and they'll be changing that.
You won't even look at the chevrons anymore. It's just the beep.
No, they're going to be giving it a more unique noise for when it registers EMF 5.
Okay, so you can both look at it and hear it. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Did you
right.
mark shade?
I have circled shade.
I'm not gonna stick around for a photo. That God knows how long that would take with a shade.
Oh yeah. You'd honestly,
I mean,
your best odds would be finding the cursed object and just deliberately triggering a hunt if you wanted a photo.
yeah, that's true. Oh, in fact, I didn't. That was the one that had the Ouija board, didn't it? I didn't get a picture.
Oh fuck! Yep.
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
that's all right. About $10. Oh well. Not the biggest deal, but always nice to get when we're thinking about it. I forgot. Because again, like I said, I can think of a I can tell you what movie won Best Picture in 1991. But I can't tell you what fucking happened. I can't tell you where the Ouija board was. Whatever.
Okay, I want to ask
Silence
you
of the
more
Lambs.
about that, but we need to. I need to take a little bit of a break now to see again if the hallway is wide open. The living room and hallway are wide open.
Check on the
the
that's
cat
important.
can go take a piss. So I'll be cutting
Okay.
the recording here.